What is up YouTube, Tomoo back with another video here today. What I got today is the best Man of War, best class setup. So let's just get right into it and let me show you what I think is the best possible attachments, perks and the whole class setup for the Man of War. So firstly, we obviously have, it's a Man of War best class setup. We've got the Man of War. The optics that I prefer to go to is, a lot of people like reflex, but I like Elo sight better. It's like Elo sight, you can see more on the map. It works a lot better, especially in a respawn game type where you need to see several opponents at several times. The first attachment that I'm actually going to go for is stock. The reason I'm choosing stock is because you can move faster while aiming down sight. And me as a player, I like to aim down sights and pre-aim things and just pick up easier kills, because the person running at me more than likely is not pre-aiming. I'm pre-aiming. I want to get the first bullet off onto him. So that's why I'm going to use stock. The second attachment that I'm going to go for is actually long barrel. Long barrel does say increase range, but in fact long barrel actually increases the damage at a range. So basically, if you shoot somebody across the map, for example on Fringe, you shoot somebody across the map, it's going to take less bullets to kill them because the range is bigger. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and equip Primary Gunfight. This basically means I can unlock one additional attachment slot from a primary weapon, so I can actually put another attachment onto my gun, which I'm actually going to go for Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire, you do need, by the way, to unlock all attachments to have this class set up, because I've chose Long Barrel and Rapid Fire, which are all the way down the bottom. So it does mean that you need to work your way through unlocking the attachments on the Man of War before you can use this class setup. The Man of War with Elo, stock, Long Barrel and Rapid Fire for me is just perfect. It kills so fast, as you'll be able to see now. As you can see, the Man of War was actually just melting right there. I know I was only playing bots, but it shows that how good the Man of War actually is and how fast it actually does kill. Hopping over into the next thing, I'm not going to choose a perk one, and I'm not going to choose a lethal or a tactical or a secondary, because I don't feel as though on this Man of War class setup any of them are needed. On the M8, A7 or the XR2, in my opinion, a pistol is needed, but I don't think you need it on this class setup. I only use lethals and tacticals if I have space. I'm not using a perk one because I feel as though there's perks that's better than any of these perk ones to be able to use for this class setup. I usually go for Afterburner when I choose a class setup like this, but I only choose that on certain guns in certain situations in certain places. So for the perk 2, I'm actually going to choose my favourite perk of all time in Call of Duty, apart from toughness and focus. Not counting that in because it's not in this game. It's actually fast hands. Swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting. Pretty much like Ready Up in Call of Duty Ghost. I don't think there was anything like that in Advanced Warfare. Not that I can think of. So I'm going to take fast hands. It's just such a good perk. It's the best perk that I've come across in an extremely long time. Especially with this class setup not having quick draw, it also helps that out. Fast hands and stock do work well together in my opinion. So hopping over at the perk 3, first perk I'm actually going to choose is Blast Suppressor. Just basically not show up on the minimap. In my opinion, it's huge. If I'm not using Blast Suppressor and when I hit my G slides, if you don't know what a G slide is, by the way, this is a G slide right now. So if I hit a G slide, I'm going to show up on the minimap. I don't want to show up on the minimap. I G slide so much. If I'm running somewhere, I'm more than likely trying to G slide. I do fail it quite a bunch, we could say. But G sliding is one of my favourite things in this game, and I'm going to be sad to see it be removed when it gets patched. The next thing that I'm going to put on this class setup is actually perk 3 greed. The reason of this is the perk that I'm about to use, I knew in this game this perk was needed from the first game that I played on this game. I joined the game, joined the lobby, and they were just throwing them at me. And what else would they be throwing? Stuns and flashbangs, and I was so annoyed. So obviously Tac Mask is a great, it's a great perk. Just to reduce the effect of flashbangs, concussions and shock charges. I don't feel anything. I don't think it, like, it's just as though you could just plow through something. You don't feel anything. So it doesn't really reduce effect, it takes the whole effect out in my opinion. So obviously choosing Tac Mask, it means that if someone stuns me and rushes me, they're going to think I'm stunned, but actually I'm not. So I can just kill them a lot easier. They're going to have a shaky shot thinking, oh yeah, it's an easy gunfight. But then I just turn them on the sticks and absolutely destroy them. So basically, this is my best class setup for the Man of War. I think this class setup, in my opinion, it cannot be beaten. Maybe in free for all, if you do play free for all, I usually play hardpoint, uplink, CTF, and S&D as I'm a competitive player. But if I was to play something like free for all, I'd probably take blast suppressor off and use awareness just to sound out people around me. I think awareness is a very good perk in free-for-all, if any of you out there actually do play free-for-all. So basically, this is my best class setup, as I've said a million times. But if you do like this class setup, leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down in the description below if you want to see any other guns. For a best class setup video, I'll do any gun. It doesn't matter if it's a dingo, it doesn't matter. Any gun, I'll do it. Just let me know in the comment section down below. But as always, it's been Tomoo, and I'll see you in my next video.